okay? Now, you still have to factor in housing, insurance, meal plan, all of those things, okay? So I want you to think about that. I hope I'm not boring you, but again, this is a parent session, but I'm trying to give it for everybody, all right? Number 4, figure out if you're gonna stay on campus or off campus, okay? Most of the time, if you are a freshman going into college, they make you stay on campus. But after that, it's on you. For me, I went to, and the reason I can tell you all this is because, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My freshman year of school, I went to Wingate University. Has anybody heard of Wingate University? It's close. It's really close down the road, okay? That is a private school. But and it was about, at that time, and y'all, that was 2008, okay? So that tells you how long ago it was. It is much more expensive to go there now. At that time, it was about $50,000 a year to go to that private institution, okay? But I got enough scholarships my senior year, that school paid me back a refund check because I got over $60,000 worth of scholarships, okay? I'm gonna get on scholarships later. But I went to that school, Wingate University, to go and study music because I love to sing. I got there and I realized I hated it. Please listen to me clearly because this might happen to you. If you get to a school and you hate the school, the world is not over. You have options. Okay? I need you to know that you have options. So I got to that school, I absolutely hated it. And I told my mom I hated it. But my mother never finished college. This is gonna help you with parental support. Because let me tell you something. You might wanna go home and ask your parents, did they go to college? And if you already know they didn't go to college, I'm gonna be very honest with you, they can only help you so much. Okay? So my mother could only help me so much, and she was a single mother at that time. All right? So I got to Wingate University. I hated it. I told her I hated it. I came home crying. I was in tears. I didn't want to be there anymore. My life was upended. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And she said, you either gonna find another school, get you a job, or get out my house. Those were her 3 options. Okay? Go to the military, find you a job, go find another school, or get out of my house. But you gonna do something. You're not gonna lay up in my house. That was her rule, okay? But she didn't, but that's still not a plan. Am I making sense? So if I'm probably on tip number 5, sit down with your parents and try to come up with a plan, all right? Try to come up with a plan. Now, I went to UNC Pembroke. I eventually transferred to UNC Pembroke. I got another scholarship to continue singing, but I know I didn't want to major in music. So they paid me to just sing on the choirs. I was able, hear me, I was able to negotiate a deal that they had never done before. But that is because my gift made room for me. All right? So I went to audition, knowing I didn't want to major in music. I did well in the audition, not to toot my own horn, but I can sing, okay? No, ma'am. I'll be honest, I haven't sung in years, y'all. I did well in the audition, and on the spot at UNC Pembroke, they offered me a full ride to just sing and to major in music. What do you do when they offer you a full ride for something you don't want to do? I told them I didn't want to do it. The professors, let me take you through the story. The professors, they started arguing in the audition because one professor said, you can't make him do what he wanted to do. The other professor said, he's so good, he doesn't know what he's saying. He's a child. We are going to give him a full ride. And I said, I don't want to do it. The professor takes me out of the room and he says, you need to do music. You were born to do music. I said, but I wasn't born to study music. I hate music theory. And that's something, if you know anything about music, you have to do music theory. So he said, what if we paid you to sing? We have never done this before, but what if I paid you to sing in my choir? I said, I'd take that. But I'll just sing. So here's where we start negotiating. I told him, I will only sing in the choir. I'm not taking any other music courses. I'll just do choir. He said, I'll pay you $250 a semester. I said, okay. Then they came and said, we want you to sing in this choir. I said, I don't want to. Because now we're playing a game. We're negotiating. What if we pay you $500? I sing. Then they came again, and I said, I'm tired of singing. I really was. I really was. I'm not just saying that. When I got done, they were paying me about $1,500 a semester just to sing, and they told me to tell no one. Okay? What I'm telling you is you need to find what your gift is and let it work for you. Parents, and whoever your parent is, find out what you love to do. Okay? That's going to take exposure. You got to get out there and you got to get out of your comfort zone. The first thing, and I'm really about to hit on something, in order for you to find what you really want to do, you got to get out of your cell phone. It's not in there. It's not in there. It's not in there. You got to get out. You got to start talking. Because maybe your gift is talking to people. That is a gift. Some people call it the gift of gab, but that is a gift. Okay? You need to find your niche, find your gift, and work your gift. Okay? I don't know how I got on that, but maybe somebody needed that. Okay. So maybe I don't know. All right. So parent session. I'm now at Pembroke. I'll be honest with you. For those of you that are in 9th, 10th, 11th grade, 12th grade, I started going, I didn't know what it was at that time, but it was depression. Okay, and I love the Lord, but I was depressed. But I was functional.